Welcome back to Oaken Tower. Let's play some more ranked. You know what? I haven't given up on you. Let's do that. Yeah. Now, luckily, I think the burn is gone before the next attack happens, so at least it doesn't stack up. But that is like one of the worst first fights you can encounter. Because this deals damage insanely fast, so we don't get a lot of use out of the brass knife. Yeah, we don't even get to the burning. Oh, that was horrible. I hate you. Yazuns, I think was the name. I'll remember that. Okay. Well, it's a perfect gold start. Did I talk about this already? How the brass knife got nerfed and stuff like this? Wait, I actually don't know what was the last video that you've seen. Okay, I'll summarize it quickly. In case I didn't talk about it, but in case I did, that I make it short. After 10 rolls, the roll cost goes up by 1. And it keeps going up after every single roll then, which is like super duper expensive, you know? Or something like that. I don't quite remember how it works, but the point is it's to nerf the gold bills. I don't think it actually nerfs the gold bills all too much. It rather hits those that rerolled a lot, especially with the -1 roll reduction, you know? So, yeah. I mean, I guess today we'll check out how it works out. Now, we are looking for shields. That is horrible. There's a shield. We'll look for another shield. Perfect. And we'll use the rest of the gold to level up. Perfect. I could lock the shield, but we are way better off to get a free reroll. Because we could find the brass knife into a triple, into nature's call, into doubling up on the brass knife. That would be beautiful. Now you have debuffs. Do we remove all of them? I believe we do. Oh my god, that's amazing. Because this means we have such a long fight ahead of us. We may even win this. Because the burning will happen, you know. And look at the damage that we deal. Wait, we would have naturally won this. That's funny. Do you actually give this one bonus damage, Mozart? Are you sure about that, Mr. German? I mean, at least it attacks kind of fast, so it can make use of it, you know? It's not horrible. But let's see how much the gold bills actually got nerfed. My suggestion, by the way, how I believe it should be nerfed is just a max amount of triggers per fight. Right? That, in my opinion, makes it way better. Do I really want to go for that? Sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe the goblet was better. Let's roll for a teeny tiny bit. We should level up first, though, because we are looking for rare. Well, the odds changed, stay the same, so nothing changed. Do we want to go for crit? I don't want to keep the hook. So I don't care all too much. We are just looking for the brass knife. Well, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe we do it. I mean, you know, if I find both of them, I have to do it. There's no way we'll win this. The bleed stacks up way too much, but we are not about winning. We are about gold farming. Oh my god, you're triggering like crazy. I love you. Honestly, I may not even use the spyglass. What I may do is, I just combine them because they'll reach 90% crit. That is good enough for me. It gives me an epic or a legendary at that time. So why waste my time on the spyglass if I can be more defensive and survive for longer, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense to do this because we have to be careful with our HP. Yeah. So let's just level up and let's roll and hope we find a triple here. Funny. Hope we find a triple here. Give your crystal items +1 bonus bleed. I mean, that sounds insane, but I can't make use of that right now. Oh, wow, a nature's call. But I can't really make use of that. Give your moon items, gain a plain copy of a spear, just moon. That's all horrible. Now, I wish I knew which one is the most expensive. That sells for a lot. You know what? Let's do this. I don't care about you. And I will guarantee that we get the gold, because this on average gets 2, but it may be less. And I'm not gonna gamble around. Wait a sec. Do we want to go for a sword build? I've never done this before. Let's try that out, sure. That means we need to earn a huge amount of gold here. Looks like we will because the enemy is equally weak, and we may even win this. And then we will use the gold to fill out everything here with swords. I may even wait a little bit just to stack up a little bit more gold, that we have more HP, right? Maybe. I'll see about that. Do we actually win this though? The bleed is dangerous. We need the fire to stack up really fast and we just die at the same time. A tie is good enough for me. I definitely do not want to lose here though. That looks like we'll lose here. Oh my god, beautiful. Look at the tie. I love it. And I like that the game counts it as a victory. Okay, now I really wished. Yeah, now I really wished I bought the Anvil, because we could have turned it into Elven. I mean, I'll just go for the bow. Wait, I could have turned this one into Elven, and then give it multi-trigger. That would have been funny, maybe. So let's use our gold. I don't even have that much gold. Let's get you, let's get you. We need to get more swords. Thank you for listening, game. Okay, there's another sword. It's actually a decent one. So we will do this. We will do this. We have to put in the sword, so you're out, you're out. We need to... Yeah, I guess I have to get rid of the knife now. That's just how it is. You're not Elven. Imagine finding a super cheap sword. That's not super cheap. That's also not super cheap. I mean, I could get it if I sell our last gold generation as well. Or we just go for the high blade then. Yeah, that sounds better. Do I want to lock this? I think we can find a better sword. I mean, the healing is actually oh my god, nice. A slow build. I love it. It's actually not that slow. Ooh. Okay, you got a lot. I wished we could get one sword here. That would be perfect. Because these are forged blades that we get when it reaches 20 stacks. And the forged blades are actually quite powerful. So what we'll do is we'll replace the Twilight's Edge, pretty much. Okay, nice. We got one of them. Very good. I may honestly also just remove the Sturdy Shield. There's no way we'll get another one, right? No, we'll not get another one. There's a huge amount of damage incoming. Yeah. Wait, we got another one. Did we? Or did it reset back to 0? Okay, what do you do? Oh, okay. Okay, that is kind of insane. Kind of insane, Brudi. What do you do? Start of combat, give your swords plus 100% crit chance. Oh my god. Wait, that's insane. We don't even need you anymore. Yeah, we'll just level up now. What do I look for? I think I just need more triggers for this. So we want to have the legendary. Or that. That's also good. That gives us a legendary. Your start of combat effects trigger an extra time. But this is after 3 seconds in combat. Yeah, okay, so this doesn't work. There's another anvil, I didn't even see that. Okay, let's hope that we win this, because then we get bonus HP. Oh my god, you have 7,000. Yeah, okay, gold bills don't work anymore, you know. It's like, do you see that? Do you see how they don't work anymore? Wait, are we actually winning? Oh. Well, you know. Maybe the forged blade's actually quite insane. Maybe, this is amazing. This gives multicast to every single sword that we have. Okay, okay, we're doing this. Legendary. Useless-ish? Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that. That is the worst one. Yeah, and we don't have crystal is the problem. We do have dark, we do have moon. I definitely want to buy you. Honestly, I shouldn't even roll. I'm looking for the anvil is the thing. Okay, so you deal a ginormous amount of damage now because you will gain plus 100% crit chance. You'll also gain plus 20 bonus damage. You just deal a huge amount of everything. And you give... Oh, I should have taken the start of combat, right? But I don't think that's good because we want to get the anvil as strong as possible, as fast as possible, right? Because then we get multiples of them and we will triple them. And that is far superior. Look at this. 100% crit... yeah, look at... Did you see that? Upgrade? Oh my god, yes. That's insane. Okay, I will roll a little bit to find an anvil. I could go for that, but listen, the fights are over so fast. Yeah. I will roll a little bit just in case we find... Okay. I need to get something good here. I think you sell for 30? Yes, perfect. So now we can actually level up. Holy moly. So now you get +2 stacks. That is 8 stacks times 3, 24. Every single trigger here is 1 forged blade. Okay, if we trigger. I think that is the biggest problem right now. We are just way too strong. We don't trigger. Now what I could do is, I could remove the high blade here. And I will put in this not so good... I should have taken the Healy one. But yeah, I will take this one. That is actually better because now we can level up. Yeah, did you see that, how we leveled up? Yeah, okay, so now we deal way less damage. And we may lose, but this means this will trigger, hopefully. Beautiful. It won't even trigger again. Like, why do I even... Are you a dagger? You're a dagger. It's not a sword. What is that? Start of combat gives your swords +10 bonus burn. I mean, that is kind of the worst one in here, right? Okay, that is a sword. That is a weak sword. I like it. Yeah, you know what? I'll get rid of that. I mean, okay, it would be actually really insane. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Right, because all of these attack so much because we have bonuses. Bushman, finally someone with a bit more HP. Oh, I'm happy about that. Okay, you need to trigger like crazy. Let's go! Can you trigger again? No. Isn't it mental just how insane the forged blades are? Isn't this crazy? When another sword triggers, trigger this. That just sounds like the fight is immediately over. We definitely don't want to do this. Now, later on though, we want to do this because we have a bunch of bleed that we apply, right? Not actually that much. I think this one is better. Or we would just remove the anvil, like on the final fight, right? Yeah, let's prepare our build for the final fight. Heal build, I love it. He will survive forever. We may actually get the infamous double trigger on you. Are we losing? Hey, that was not even close. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ. That is insane. I didn't even know you can deal that much damage with that build. I almost got nuked out of existence, but you know what we were waiting for. We just got a bunch of blades. Another molten core, another Bernie. Okay. So, what do? I have nothing to do. I'll just level up. I actually want to lose that this goes on for a little bit longer. Nell, hello there. You have a lot of crit. That could actually become a problem if he gets to attack with that. With this one. Nice, you triggered again, and it's exactly on 0. Oh my god. So this should be 3 swords that we just got, I believe? No. Do you want to tell me we didn't triple a single one? I'm gonna go all in, balls mode. Daedalus. Du bist so eine Kartoffel, ne? So, here's the thing. And I believe in the last video, or maybe it's the next video that you'll see, because I don't know how I ordered them. Depending on which one I find more exciting, I always put that first. I fought against this guy as well there, and he messed up my final fight because... What is this? Right? What is this? I mean, I guess at least the benefit is for Endless, we can craft a perfect build now. That is the only advantage, but like, you know, It's okay, guys. I'm just mad because I'm excited. Oh my... That works? Okay. Sure. Sure. So now let's check out what is the strongest build we can form. And it's definitely not with the anvil. Can we sell that? No. Okay, so... Start of combat, give your swords burn. That sounds like something that will deal a huge amount of damage. Start of combat, give your swords a huge amount of crit. Sure, why not? We do have the multi-attack over here. When another sword triggers, trigger this. I feel like that's not so good. Right? What do you do? Oh, you're the insane one. Okay, so which one do we want to multi-trigger though? Who is the best one to multi... Yeah, I mean, definitely not you. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. You? I also feel like I should really put this one in. Where is it? This one. You know what? I'll do something silly. We are going for a full forged build. Everything in here is forged, and I just realized. Wait, this is actually insane. Wait, this is actually insane because they will all get flame, right? So they will trigger a ridiculous amount of flame and attack whenever someone else attacks. Oh my god. It's perfection. One of every single forged blade in existence that we got, at least. Isn't this perfect? And this will trigger 3 times when something else triggers. Let's do it. I love it. This will probably keep going forever, right? Once we start attacking. Oh, you attack very slow in comparison to the... Oh my god, look at this. Look at the burn. This is what I was talking about. This is what I meant. Look at this beauty. Jesus Christ. Isn't that amazing? We said we didn't get to max them out, but that is the first time I got an Anvil build, and it was an incredible game. Wow. Someone of these also heals me. I think it's this one here, right? Yeah, plus 15, so plus 30 in total. Oh, that's just incredible. I never thought I would be able to get a forged build going. And that our biggest problem is that we win too fast is a meme. That is an utter meme. And here's now the second game where we will face a certain opponent in the final match yet again, starting off with, well, either it's gonna be a burn build or it's gonna be a poison build, and it's not what you think it will be. Because right now it's a poison build and it will not stay a poison build, but will it be a burn build? Will it be something else? We'll see. So the first fight, you know, it's, by the way, okay, here's editing decks right now. It's not live decks because I was just playing this. And as I said, I record often that just in case something nice happens that I don't miss out on that. And this was one of those games, but live decks will be back later, though quite a lot later, okay? So it will take until like, I think, when we have 8 wins, I'll return, but then I'll share my thoughts and stuff. But I think this is nice to just look at like the things, the decisions that I made. Here, for example, I skipped 2 Elven ones because they trigger insanely slow. They need 4.2 seconds, and even though they do get bonus poison per Elven item that you have, of which we have 4 if we buy both of them, I don't think they're good. I mean, possibly it would have been good, but I didn't want to lock the shop. Instead, I wanted to see new things. I also intend to level up because poison really likes to have a lot of HP. And here I wasn't sure because if I find something to buy, then I can't level up. We found something to buy, however, it's cheap enough that we can not level up. Okay, right, that was also my thought there. Like, I thought I was genuinely able to level up. But yeah, now we have 1 additional poison item at least, so the problem is, as you see here, if we would have had the level up, we would have probably won this. I mean, then we would have also had 1 weapon less, so it's not that great, but maybe we would have won this. Do we win this? Now looking at this, we did a lot of poison damage actually. Wait, do we win this? Yeah! That was not me! That was live decks! What? You silly dingus! I really didn't expect that to happen there. What? It's not that long ago that I played it. I mean, I've played a few games after that, but it's not that long ago. I can't believe I can. Like, how do you remember that, right? A random moment like that. Okay, so now we got bonus poison stacking. I wanted to go for the money. I was greedy because we are full HP, so I was like, if I get a bit more money, I can level up more in poison items. As I said, they really love to level up for more HP, but also because you want to get the Elven Orb, you want to go for the legendary poison ring, of course, right? And then you give it multi-trigger. And for this, it's really good. Okay, do we get something amazing in here? Because we'll have a shift in the build very soon. No, not yet. Why did I just show the gold? Was I unhappy with the amount of gold that I got, or what happened there? I think I was unhappy and now I'll just sell it. Yeah, I was unhappy that we lost and stuff. So, here's the thing, right? We have cooldown reduction, which can be nice, but let's be honest, if you go for this, you just lose. It takes way too long to trigger unless you can multi-trigger the eye catcher. So, I decided to go for the fire shield because it's very strong. And I believe we can actually still get the Elven conversion. I don't know if that was day 4 or if that's one of those in day 6. But if you turn this into Elven and you get the Elven orb, you can trigger it multiple times, which is absolutely bonkers, you know, that's absolutely crazy. We already do have a flame item in here. Well, it's not a flame item, but it has burn on it, the arcane staff. We did win the moment we got rid of the hook again, so yay, go us. But we did get a chronomancer. Now, I'm usually not exactly sure what I like to go for, but if I don't have something where I really want to reduce the cooldown by 0.5, and like I think that my build will be full, that I can't afford the time one here, then I go for it, you know, but in this case, I don't think we'll have it, and I'm really unsatisfied with the rules right now, because I'm a little bit lost. Like, I want to find the direction, if I want to go for poison, if I want to go for fire, if I want to go for something completely different. So as you can see, I'm confused, and I have to pretty much make a decision here. Now, taking out the shield, honestly not that hard. I think what I should do is, I should sell something to get the goblets, the 2. Yeah, perfect Dex, well done, I know myself. And now I should give cooldown to the shield. And now I should give cooldown to the shield. And now I should give cooldown to the shield, Mr. Dex. Just sell it. It's not horrible, because we actually still have 3 poison items, right? No. Well, maybe. I'm actually not sure about which one is better there, because one gives more burn to stuff, but the other one gives more block. And you want to have more block if you fight a physical build like this one here. However, the problem is, we don't have enough health, you know, so we will just get nuked by the insane damage that they have, but it was at the end quite close. Like, I think we weren't that far away from outscaling it, if maybe we had 1 or 2 more fire items, you know. Okay, 1 more fire item, more doesn't fit the build. And the bow is not bad. Why did I... Yeah, the bow is not bad, it's 6 fire, right, so it's quite good. Level 4, we are fighting official Oaken. Okay, that looks like a build I should beat, if I'm not... Ooh, it stacks a huge amount of things and our shield doesn't get around it. Like, this is here the problem. This is now not a physical build, so we are really weak against that with our shield. Even though it does block the fire, I guess, that is good. But this is more a race of who can stack up the debuffs faster. Luckily, we made it to the cleric, so now we have 2 lives. That is beautiful. I like how I highlighted that there, as if I'm talking to people. Double trigger. Ooh. What do we put this on, though? I mean, I would definitely put this on the shield. Oh my god, that is amazing. I like how I watch this right now, and I feel like I'm commenting exactly the same way how I would do when I'm playing live. But this is the good thing: when I don't use my brain, then I don't remember what happened. Except for things that really emotionally upset me. I want to go for damage on you. So, here's the thing. With the Fury War Axe, the way it works is, when you put burn on the enemies, then it increases its damage for the fight, the entire fight. With the shield it's different, because the shield gains bonus shield depending on the current amount of burn. And burn goes down, right? And it can also get reduced in other ways. But with the Fury War Axe, do you see that its damage doesn't go down? It just goes up by the amount that you apply, and this is why I wanted to put it on this, that we have a fighting chance. And then we have the cooldown on the shield, because this one has a bit more than 3 seconds cooldown. And this works out way better with the cooldown reduction. Nice, that was a win. That was actually an easy win. What? I thought the enemy had more chance, but I guess we had a huge amount of block. I love this dude. Put it on Nature's Call. The Nature's Call is the best. The Nature's Call is by far the best, Well... I'm not sure if I agree with that, I'll be honest. I actually don't think I agree with that. I mean, I guess the shield is good, right? But I feel like having more flexibility on the Nature's Call to move this around however we need it would have been better. Yeah, here I was hoping that we face a build that has like no debuffs. It did kind of work out because they don't have a lot of debuffs. And this kind of also shows the power of the shield, because look at our shield. We have 1000 shield at the end of the fight. Isn't that crazy? But now imagine we had a triple attack on the Fury War Axe. I mean, I guess doubling the effect of the shield is good. The problem is really just that you don't win with the shield. Against a physical build, 100%. You can win against that. But now, for example, I could flick over the golden, like the advanced version of the Nature's Call, onto the ball of fire here. And the fire will give us +2 burn per trigger. Times 2, right? Because we have a double. But it could be tripled. which means we have way more scaling, and once we're done with the scaling, we move it back over to the axe, then we have the triple trigger on that, and it just goes crazy. But now we're always missing one trigger just because I wanted to have more shield. Now, to be fair, this may have won us the fight here, and that means I have more scaling, which is kind of good, you know. There's never a perfectly right or wrong answer in this game. What am I looking at? Why did I whirl there? There was nothing good. There's never a perfectly right or wrong answer in this game, because it really depends which opponents you face, and which opponents you face later on. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I roll down until I had 64 gold, because then I will train and level up. Do I actually do that to get the goblet? Yeah, I think I will get the... Oh. Well, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, now we also get the goblet for the bonus gold. Yeah, that makes more sense. And I should actually put this to the left side to give it more triggers, because we want to scale up as much as possible. No? Yes, good. Good job, Dex. I was wondering there is a reason why you would not want to do that, which is you just want to kill the enemy to not lose, because being on the final life, all it requires is one insane build that takes you down. Like one build you just can't beat, right? Now this is sad here, we won't lose. Perfect. Good feeling, Dex, good feeling. So I see Dex is about to start talking again, so we have the build going. The goal is to just triple the axe and, well, you know... This is the moment where Dex realized, hold on a moment, this could actually turn into a video. We're about to hit 10 wins, that is usually my goal. Let's give it back to live Dex. Okay, that's kind of insane. I didn't even realize how good this run was until I now just checked it out. You know, it's like, cooldown on you that we get the shield and survive. We have 2 of the flamey war eggs. I would really love to triple stuff. Sometimes I just feel like I'm getting to the end of the game and I really wish there were like 5 more rounds, you know? Similar to backpack battles or what it's called, that once you're done, sure you don't get any raiding anymore, but at least you can still continue the build. And I kinda wish this was the case. Okay, this looks evil, but maybe we have enough block because we build up a lot of block, as you can see. No, but it was very close. Okay. So one thing I could definitely make use of is I could double trigger the armor to make sure that we don't die that quickly, but I think there was just a problem of HP. Okay, we got you again, nice. Isn't that just super weak? Like, I could be wrong with this, but this just looks incredibly weak to me. Like, super duper insanely weak to me. Yeah, that's not even close, even though they have 15k HP. Wow. I'm sorry, mate, you think that's a fire build. This here is a fire build. Okay, here's the issue. I honestly don't believe I want to buy that. Because if I want to triple that, I need to find one in the next, like, 2 rerolls, pretty much. You know, sometimes I just hate you. Now, it would be better to multi-trigger this if the enemy has a lot of debuffs, but if they are like physical, then it's way better to multi-trigger this, and I will hope that they don't have debuffs. What? Huh? This is like the worst build I've ever seen. I don't mean this bad, but like, huh? How did you even get this far? I don't understand that right now. It's like, what? There is nothing going on except for this item. This is the only good item and it's not even sped up. And it has a long cooldown, so it would help it out a lot. I mean, I'll take the free win, you know, I'm happy about that. Thank you so much for that. Now, the question is, what do we want to do here? I would say we want to multi-trigger this. And we also want to trigger this one faster, because the block really doesn't matter that much in the final fight. Yes, let's do it. Mr. OK, let's see what you have to offer to me. Honestly, it may have been a lot better to just give it cooldown, I just realized, right? Because this happens once and it's +1 multicast, and even though that's nice, over the stretch of the entire game, it should be way better to have the cooldown, right? Especially because once we have a bunch of multicasts on it from this one, the Lost Fragment, the value of the cooldown becomes way more. Yeah, good to know for the future. But do you see our block? How this just explodes? Now, I don't think we'll deal much more damage than like maybe 320,000, I would say. We will survive for quite a while with the shield. Though, then again, if you die with the HP that you have, then usually this one also doesn't last long. Okay, we managed to deal a lot more damage than that. Nice. That's actually really impressive. Wow. Okay, but we're about to just get one shot here. 4,000, 8,000, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.